Let's take a look at some of the options in the View drop-down menu. The first of those is Zoom Real Time. If we click it, what we can then do is by just dragging on the screen, we can zoom in and out. Zoom Previous will take us back to where we were before we magnified or shrank the view. Zoom a Window enables you to put a box around any part of the drawing. Let's say we'll set a box like so, and when we click the, in this case, lower right of the box, everything inside the box gets magnified. So we could go Zoom Previous to get back where we were. The Zoom Extents will show you the whole drawing. So if we click it, there's the whole drawing. A View Zoom In, if you've got a full keyboard, the plus sign will zoom you in and zoom you out. So in my case, I need to put the num lock on, and then I can click the plus sign on my num lock keyboard, and that will zoom me in. If we just click here, you can see it's rather tedious if you haven't got the right keyboard, but we're now zooming in one jump at a time. Zooming a selected object, if we, for the sake of argument, we'll click one of the trees in this wetland here, and then we go Zoom Selected Object, and it zooms right in on that object. That's quite useful. By the way, if you right click, you can Zoom Extents to get back to that Zoom Extents view. Panning Real Time is similar to the Zoom Real Time. You simply have a hand, it's as though you're putting a hand on the drawing and moving it across the page. Pan a point, you specify a base point, then move away, and in this case we'll scan, it will pan up and to the right. 3D views are there. We don't have the capability just yet of creating 3D objects, but if you've created them in other CAD programs, you can view them using the options there. The toolbars, you can switch toolbars in and out. The magnifier puts a little box on the bottom right of the screen, and whatever my cursor is moving around, I'll just hit the escape key to get rid of the hand for panning. Can you see that I'm magnifying underneath the cursor and putting the magnified image in the bottom right? If we go to Navigator, you get another little box here, and you can just move around in that box, and you see the result on the outside. So at the moment I've got both the little aerial view up the top left and the navigator to the right. Sorry, other way around. The navigator in this box and the aerial view down here. So you've got lots of different ways of looking at your drawing. Selecting a page we'll deal with later. I don't have any pages set up for this drawing, but you create pages to display various views of your model. And Regenerate you may need from time to time, which will refresh the whole drawing. If you're doing a lot of editing, sometimes you need to refresh the view on the screen. To remove that magnifier, I'll just click and then hit escape, and it disappears. I find using the Zoom Extent Zoom window, so here's a window around what is in fact I think is a wetland. Right click, Zoom Extents, right click, Zoom Previous. They're the options that I find quickest, although they're all here in that drop down menu.